Oh my gosh, y'all, so I haven't did a sit down video in such a long time, so I'm super excited to be in front of you guys because I'm about to do my makeup and also give out some good advice that I wish that I did or knew before I moved into my apartment. This is my second apartment by myself, but I still didn't take on the advice that I thought I would take on before moving here. But I'm just really grateful and super blessed and super happy to have my own apartment again. So I hope this video will help a lot of people out. If you guys are new, my name is Chasity and I try to post content at least twice a week, if not twice, at least once a week. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, like this video. I'm super excited, so we about to get into it. If you guys are not following me on social media like TikTok, Instagram, what are you doing? But first, subscribe to my channel and let's get started. Okay, y'all, so I got a white comforter set and I really hope that I don't spill any of my makeup onto my comforter set. So I will be having the bag in front of me. So I already moisturized my face, so we about to do the eyebrows first. Ooh, where's my eyebrow stuff at? Okay, hopefully this is my shade. I don't know, it looks like it's not, but we're gonna use it anyways. Siri, hey Siri, what time is it? 5:22 p.m. She probably like, girl, if you just didn't tap me. Anywho, so let's start off with the eyebrows first. This is pretty much like an everyday natural makeup routine, and yeah, this shade just, it's not working. So the first thing first, because I know you guys probably like, girl, I clicked on here for some advice and not makeup advice. Okay, so what I would definitely say is start saving. So if you know you want to move, start saving now. So for example, I knew my lease ended in February of this year. I moved into my new apartment of July 1st. So June 30th, but July 1st, I literally moved in July 1st. Got my keys June 30th. So I moved in this month, right? So I moved in with my boyfriend. We lived together, and then we decided to just, you know, have our own place because his lease ends in June. So I could have started saving back in February up to June. You know what I'm saying? But I had a lot of complications, a lot of problems with jobs and my money. Not gonna get into it, but I couldn't save. But if you can save, do that. Start saving. So at least start saving at least 3 months until you move into your new apartment. Okay, so my eyebrows probably not the best, but it's okay because we gonna fix them. We're gonna use some concealer and just go around it, and you guys know how to do it. You just clean up. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about, y'all. This almost got on my freaking comforter set. Good thing got my leg. Okay, so anywho, the next thing I would definitely say is start looking for apartments that's in your budget. So don't go for an apartment that you know that you cannot afford, because if you do that, you're gonna really struggle paying that bill and trying to decorate your apartment at the same time. So that's why it's good for you to start saving up for any future apartment, because when you start saving, you can start at least furnishing your apartment like right away instead of having to wait 5 to 6 months later because the lease is almost up and you probably thinking to renew the lease or get a new place. But don't you want to already have like money saved and all of that? So you want to look at stuff that's in your price range because you just don't want to struggle. So now we're about to take some primer and we want our makeup to last, okay? So I'm about to just put some of this on my face. And I still haven't tried like the milk one, y'all. So I heard these are the dupes, but I like these, so yeah. So when you're looking for an apartment, look at an apartment that you know that you're gonna be safe in, that they care about you. You don't want to move into a place just because you're ready to move out the house, okay? You know, you don't want to just move because you feel like you want to be grown. You know what I'm saying? You always want to move into a nice apartment that you can afford, but at the same time a nice area, because if you're in a nice area you'll feel safe and you don't have nothing to worry about. You know that your apartment complex is gonna make sure everything is covered. If something breaks in your apartment, start working in your apartment, instead of you waiting 5 to 6 months for them to fix it, they will literally come fix it that day or the next day. So make sure you are looking to move into a nice area, because you want your neighbors to be nice and friendly, and also too you want to make sure that you know you're safe. Like, who doesn't want to live in a safe ass area? So I'm about to try this Juvia foundation. I only used it like a couple of times and I want to see if I like it. I don't know, I'm kind of scared. Wait, what? Okay, so we're not gonna use it right now because I don't like the scent to it. So, so we're gonna go in with my Rihanna foundation. This is my favorite foundation. Also the Born This Way foundation by Too Faced is really good. Hopefully this is still my shade because I have been getting a little dark outside. I've been going outside trying to get a little darker, so we shall see. Also, I would say when you are trying to get your first apartment, y'all, make sure that you don't move in with anybody. I feel like when you get your first apartment, you should always get it solo dolo so you can enjoy the experience. And you know, you don't want nobody else to mess it up for you. You don't want nobody to mess up your credit just in case they can't afford it, or if you guys get into it and you have to move out or they have to move out. You just can't depend on that person. And a lot of people lost friendships over that because they, you know, the person that they thought that they knew, they didn't know until they started living with that person. So I would definitely say don't move in with somebody, y'all. Don't. My phone going off. That's my mom. Okay. So I would definitely say don't live with anybody, because if you live with somebody, they can make your experience really bad. So then when you decide to live solo, it's like, dang. You know, what if you can't because of your credit messed up and no apartment complex wants you to move into their apartment and you gotta save up money and all that stuff. Like, you never know a person until you live with a person. Trust me, that's why me and my boyfriend are not moving in together. Like, if we stay together and, you know, we've been together for 4 years, so we decide to stay together for another 4 years, then maybe I will move in with him in another 4 years, but not anytime soon. We tried it twice, it didn't work out. So my whole point is enjoy living by yourself, especially if you young. Mix these two colors together. I don't know how it's gonna be, I don't know how it's gonna look, but we are definitely gonna mix it together. Okay, so yeah, anywho, ooh, okay, I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. Usually I put concealer on first, then foundation, but I guess you guys are interrupting how I do my makeup. So yeah. So what I was saying though, it's like a lot of people try to be grown and try to move in with their boyfriend real freaking fast. I'm sorry, I like to have my own privacy, and I'm so happy. That's one thing that I did not do real fast, was move in with my boyfriend or decide to move in with a friend, because one thing for sure, I love to have my own privacy. I love to have my own company. So I really don't have company because I don't like company. So I couldn't live with somebody that loved having company over every day or just every other day. Shoot, I can deal with company once a month, okay? So you definitely want to make sure you don't move in with somebody. Don't move in with somebody. Like, y'all hear all those horror stories a lot, and those be really true. Like, don't move in with anybody. So I know I'm all over the place because I literally don't have a list in front of me, and I'm just thinking like of all the stuff that I should say or things that I wish I did or knew. or just no, you know, just good advice, period. Okay, so what I would definitely say next is start buying stuff. Instead of, you know, you're saving as well, but at the same time, if you go to Target or Walmart or any store that's doing like the back to school sales right now, especially for like dorm students, like college students, you know, go to those little aisles and then start buying stuff. Like they have like 50 cents bowls, they have like organization, storage and stuff. Why did my phone want to go off? Please tell me that while I'm filming. Like my phone want to go off and I'm not appreciating that, because when I'm not filming, nobody want to text me or call me. Ooh, this was loose. I'm so happy that it didn't go anymore. But yeah guys, so what I'm saying is start buying stuff now, because if you don't start buying stuff now, it's gonna cost a lot of stuff. Like a lot. It's gonna cost you a lot of money. Not a lot of stuff, a lot of money. Okay, so yeah, so when you go to stores, buy you some bowls. Like I don't care if you're moving out in 5 to 6 months, I don't know why I keep saying that number, or even 2 to 3 months. Start buying that stuff now, because if you start buying it now, I promise you it's gonna save you a lot of money. Okay, let's move on to the bronzer real quick. I think I want to do something new. Like, why do I want to try something new in this video? Okay, so we're gonna try a darker concealer and blend it, because I don't know where my stick at. Anywho, I need to get a vanity, and once I get a vanity, I swear my makeup videos will be way perfect. Okay, so we're gonna take a darker shade. This is not the color I want, so we just gonna do a little. And I cannot contour my nose, so I don't know why I'm trying. I don't know why I'm trying. I would also say, like, make sure your credit is good. Okay, make sure your credit is good, because if your credit is good, you know, the apartment complex won't really question your pay. They'd rather have you, if they know your credit is good, and if you know you can afford the place. Like my apartment complex only asks for 1 paycheck stub, and a lot of people sometimes, like if your credit's not that good, then they're gonna ask for like probably 2 paycheck stubs or 3, I don't know. And they gonna pretty much take their time trying to lease out that apartment to you, because they're like, dang, like why your credit's messed up? Like your credit's obviously messed up because, you know, you can't afford the stuff that you be getting and can't pay people back. So make sure your credit is really good, because when your credit is good, your life is good. All right, when I'm just doing my makeup for you guys, and then I'm gonna take a shower and take all of this stuff off, like, girl. Also, this is something that I didn't do with my first apartment. I only looked at 2 apartments, the apartment that I took and then a second apartment. So one thing that I'm glad that I did this time was look at more than just 1 apartment. So when you looking at apartments, sometimes you get so happy and super excited that you want to go with the first one, but it's okay to just look at other apartment complex, because you might not actually like the apartment that you choose. Of course, when anybody's showing you an apartment, they don't show you the goods and not the bad. So you always, man, I don't have my freaking blush brush. What's going on? So I'm gonna have to use this. Okay, so anywho, I don't know, y'all, I'm starting to like blush. I just be putting this stuff on. Okay, so yeah, so make sure you guys are having like a whole variety of like apartments that you want to look at, because you don't want to always pick the first one. Okay, so where's my highlighter brush? Also, you know what I need to be doing? I guess I won't be putting my lashes on, because I don't have any glue. So anywho, y'all, so Yeah, I think I looked at like 4 apartments this time before I picked this one. And y'all, it was so crazy because my boyfriend he kept telling me, like, I think you should go look at these apartments. Look at these apartments. And I was just like, no, because I never drove into like the actual apartment complex, but I did like ride past these apartments a few times, and literally I just did not like how they looked on the highway. So I was just like, no, I don't want to. Like, I don't want, you know, to look at these apartments. And finally, I decided to look at these apartments with my mom because he wasn't available to come with me. And I just fell in love with these apartments. And this was like, I did not want to look at these apartments. And this was like the last apartment that I toured. And I picked them, and I'm so happy that I decided to stop being indecisive and being hard-headed and not wanting to listen and being picky and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I didn't even put my highlighter on. So I gotta spray my face again. I'm gonna take this little brush. Ew, this side is not even wet. Why y'all didn't even tell me? Okay, so, okay, makeup. Look really good. And then we're gonna go back in and like use this. Okay, I need a brown lip liner. Why is my camera moving? Okay, so y'all, I really do need to get some new lip products. So I'm just gonna take some concealer. The last thing that I definitely have to say is look at reviews. When you look at reviews, it's gonna really help you determine like how the area is, how the apartment complex is, and if you want to actually move to the area. Like, do some investigation, because one thing that I don't like about my apartment complex is we have assigned parking. So assigned parking means that you have a parking spot, which is kind of good. Like, if you know, if people have guests, a lot of company over, and you can never have a parking spot because of their guests. But besides that, like, my assigned parking spot is not even in front of my apartment. It's literally in another apartment, like in front of another apartment, and I have to walk. It's like a 30 to 40 second walk, but still I would prefer it to be exactly in front of my apartment complex, especially when it's raining outside, when it's snowing outside. So yeah, and then my guests, they actually have to park in front of like the entrance, like how to get in, like in the clubhouse. So one thing I wish I known, because when I moved here, she probably said something about it, but she didn't go really into details about it. And like I said, like when I read it after I like signed my lease and stuff, I was like, okay, cool, I got a signed parking spot, but I have a signed parking spot at least in front of my building. It's not in front of my building. So when I was unhauling a lot of my stuff, like, it was not, you know, it was really difficult too, because like, what if those people that I parked in front of, you know, pull up, like I'll have to move and stuff. So it's just a lot. Okay, the only good thing is to have this handicap spot in front of my parking spot, or in front of my window. But like, my mom, she got a handicap sticker. She's not handicapped, but yeah, don't judge. Anywho, so she's parked right there. Or even people like this man, he just pulled up and he parked right there. He doesn't even live in our apartment complex, but it just shows you, like, it's stupid that we, like, our guests have to park so far and walk so far to us, that we have to like park in a handicap spot. Nobody over here in my apartment building is handicapped, I don't think, because nobody used that spot, only like guests. That's probably a story that you guys didn't really care to hear about, but I just wanted to say, like, do your research, know what you're actually getting yourself into before you move into an apartment complex. Start saving your money up now. Start buying little things, from like towels, paper towels, toilet tissues, what else, trash bags. All that stuff is gonna add up, because when it's time for you to move, it's gonna be very expensive. And then also too, Y'all, don't move in with anybody. Enjoy your first apartment by yourself, and then if you decide that you want to move and live with somebody, then that's all on you. But I want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.